Hi everyone, I'm Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, I'm really excited to do another tag. I did do a tag in July. It was one that I started. Didn't really take off, but I did it with Adventures by Carney, which was a lot of fun. I still enjoyed doing it. But today I'm actually doing a tag that I guess was started 2 years ago. And I personally just saw it because a YouTuber, Teresa is Dead, that I follow, that I love watching, she just did it. And I thought it was really interesting. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? I really want to do this tag. So I watched it yesterday and I am recording it today. So I'm really excited to do it. I really enjoyed watching hers, and hopefully you'll enjoy watching mine. So the tag is called the part-time YouTubers tag. So again, I heard about it from Teresa is Dead, and she was tagged from, I'm gonna make sure I got it, Dion Loves Makeup. So she was tagged, she said she was tagged last year. She never got around to doing it, and then she decided to do it this year. And then the person that started it 2 years ago, and it is Monica Adriana. So I'm gonna post links to those two videos as well as to Teresa is Dead. Now those two channels, I have those to follow. I haven't watched them yet, but I did watch Teresa's. And if you just kind of talk about Teresa is Dead is a great makeup review channel. If you like makeup and you've come to my channel for any of my makeup related content, definitely, and you've never heard of her, you probably have heard of her before you've heard of me. But I think she's fantastic. She gives like just honest reviews. If you don't like bad language, then don't watch her, but she's fantastic. So really enjoy watching her, and then definitely watch the video of her part-time YouTuber tags. I think it's really interesting. Okay, so there's 8 questions. First, number 1 is, what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. So I do work full-time. I have a full-time career. I do not go to school. I graduated college in 2000, so I'm long out of college. I couldn't even imagine going back to school. And as far as my job, I won't say what I do. If you were really curious, I'm sure you could Google it and find what I do for a living, but I don't post that on YouTube. I keep my professional work career separate than from YouTube, but I'm sure if someone is very curious, they could find it. If you've seen any of my vlogs, you will know that I am married and have a son who just turned 6 years old. So I've been married 11 years. Our wedding video, if you want to be curious, is somewhere, I think I posted it October 10th of 2020, because that was our 10th anniversary. So you can see, if you really want to watch our video, you can see that, or actually that's our highlights, and then we have our wedding video too. So I do have a son, like I said, who is 6 years old, and I work full time, but yeah, that's it. Okay, so number 2 is, what made you want to start YouTube? So it's interesting because I had thought about doing YouTube for a while, but what made me really want to start it is I have always wanted to be on the Disney, well, I wouldn't say always, but I have been wanting to be on the Disney Parks Moms panel, which is now the Plan Disney panel, for quite some time. I've applied several times. I've only gotten to round 2 once, and then ever since I've never gotten past round 1. I feel like it's a great opportunity to be able to share Disney knowledge with people that ask questions, and I feel like I have a lot of knowledge to share. But why I decided to do the channel was, in 2019, I didn't make the panel, and I was kind of looking for an outlet to share my information. And we went on the Disney Magic cruise in February 2020. And at the end of that, I kind of realized I learned a lot from that cruise. We had an amazing time, but there were things that I would have done differently. And I kind of wanted to put that in a video. And so that's what I did. I kind of just got my iPhone, propped it on a table, and recorded. And it was pretty, honestly pretty crappy, because the videos that I had shot from the cruise were not for vlogs. It was for our own personal use. So it wasn't really a vlog style, and I kind of had to, figure out how to make it work. And I think I did, but that was in March of 2020. I think it was like March 1st of 2020. I have to look back on the date. And then I thought, okay, we have all these trips to Disney planned and I'm gonna do a video. And then we all know what happened later on that month. So all the trips that we had pretty much got canceled, and I decided to keep up with the channel. I decided to kind of post, I made a goal of 1 video a week, and then I upped it to 2 videos a week. But that was the start of it, was one, to share my knowledge of Disney, and then Disney Vacation Club. And then also I felt it was a great way, because I was taking all these videos on my phone of our family, of my son, and I wasn't putting them anywhere. I wasn't making videos of them. So this is a great way. Now I have these videos of my son growing up. My son was 4 at the time. So now he just turned 6. So I have all of our family vacations on YouTube where I can go back and look, and it's a lot of fun that way. So it's kind of our family scrapbook on YouTube, as well as it was a way for me to share, my knowledge of Disney. Okay, so question number 3 is, what is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche, or do you cover a few? So again, as I mentioned, it started primarily as a Disney focused YouTube channel, however, and Disney Vacation Club. However, it has branched out, mainly because of the pandemic, quarantine, and I was trying to kind of come up with subjects. And then I got an influencer package for Givenchy powder, and one of the requirements was I had to post a review video. And that was my first kind of like, and I even say in the video, I'm not a beauty vlogger, this is just whatever. But that video got a lot of views, or definitely a lot of views at the time, and more than my other videos were getting. So I was like, maybe I should. And I was getting into makeup at that time. A friend of mine, Austin Ride, gave me we did a FaceTime makeup lesson during quarantine. He's in California, I'm in Florida. And we did a FaceTime video, and he gave me a makeup lesson, like a 3-hour makeup lesson. And I started playing with makeup, and, in my free time, because there was a lot of free time, and really started, getting into makeup, started ordering, getting better quality makeup and practicing my skills. So I've definitely improved my makeup skills. And then now I've gone into makeup. So I tend to make videos, obviously, and we make some vlogs of our vacations, and then I try to do Disney content and things that I think are interesting topics. I personally love ranking videos, whether it's 10 things to do at Disney World, or best 5 resorts at Disney World, or ranking my eyeshadow palettes. So those are the videos that I personally like. So that is one of the things that I started posting. And then I got some beauty subscription boxes during, quarantine, and I started posting those, and those, people seem to like them. So, and I'm looking at my analytics, and my analytics tend to be a lot of women around my age. I am 45, so my analytics are a lot of women in the 30 to, I guess, 50 age range. So I thought, you know what, if I like it, they might like it. They might like Disney, and they might like makeup. So that's what it is. So my channel, it's just everything. I would say it's kind of like a lifestyle channel. It's a mom. I wouldn't say so much a mom. I'm not a mommy vlogger. I'm, my mommy skills are just get by. But, a lot of Disney content, and probably a lot more beauty content, and more than I ever intended. But I enjoy doing those videos. So as long as I enjoy doing those videos and people are watching them, that's what it's going to be about. Okay, so question number 4 is, did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? So I have a career, a job I really like, and I don't think I would ever want to be a full-time YouTuber. I think it's amazing that people can do it. I personally don't foresee, I'm at this point, I think I have 5,200 subscribers, which is amazing. I mean, the fact that I'm over 5,000, I'm really happy about, but I don't even know how much you would need to have to make it a full-time career. But I would say I make good money. I like what I do. I went to college for that. I really like what I do. So I don't think I would want this to be my full-time job for several reasons. One, I wouldn't want, well, I like to see how my videos are doing. I think to put the pressure on yourself to get views would be a lot. And I watched the Nikki Tutorials documentary where kind of followed her, where she was stressing when she would post a video, and if it didn't get like so many 100,000 views in the first hour, it was a bad video. I mean, that's just, that the stress would kill me. So, and I have some videos that don't do well. And then I have some videos that do well. I try to make content that's not time specific. Some of it is, but some of it's, I try to make things that are more, that can go back, for like example, the best and worst rooms, best and worst cruise staterooms, because I think those show value. I do have some time sensitive content, but, so to answer the question, no, I don't think this would ever be a full-time gig for me. So question number 5 is, what is your schedule like? When do you film and when do you edit? So my schedule is, there is no schedule. When I vlog on a trip, obviously I come back and I film. Those are really easy to edit. Right now I am using iMovie. I still have not upgraded. I just upgraded my computer. I did post recently that I was on Wheel of Fortune and I won $6,000. So I was with a Mac from 2015, which was extremely slow. I mean, it was so slow, it was ridiculous. So I just bought a new Mac or iMac, and I got installed Final Cut Pro. However, I have yet to use it. So I'm still using iMovie. I literally just got the computer less than a month ago. So I'm going to be doing that. But when I do my vlogs, I kind of just, you know, cut them and then just watch it and then cut out anything that I think is pretty boring. So I try to do it. And then I've learned that videos that are probably a little shorter tend to do better. So I've tried to keep my videos between 10 and 20 minutes long. Some are even shorter. Some of them from this last trip, you know, I learned that dining reviews tend to be good if they're by themselves than if they are, we went to Magic Kingdom and we ate at Tony's Town Square. It's better to be 2 separate videos. So my Tony's video isn't even 5 minutes, which is not good for YouTube standards, but you know, it is what it is. So, the question, I forgot what the question was. What's my schedule like? So for here, I just wanted to get some videos. I'm trying to post every day in December, and it is 10:30 at night. So again, I do work full time. I am a full-time, you know, a mom. My son does go to school. So, but I had to wait to put him to bed. So while he was in the bath, I put on makeup, and when I got into bed, and he's already interrupted me a couple times. Fortunately, I think he is finally sleeping, but, you know, so I record when I can. You know, it is what it is. And as far as editing, I edit usually at night. So I don't edit and film at the same time, but usually everything I do is after 8:30, usually between 8:30 and 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, after I work and after I put my son to bed. So question number 6 is, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead or just film what you like? So I would say a little bit of both. First of all, I am not an organized person. And if you saw the rest of what this house, my room looks like, you would know. But I do try to plan what I'm filming. And especially for this month, I kind of laid out, and before our trip, I kind of figured what our days were like and what, you know, how many videos I would get from each day. Obviously, as we're filming those vlogs, you know, you kind of just learn, okay, this is gonna be 1 video, this is gonna be 2 videos. And then like the day that we did the Harmonious Fireworks Cruise, we were at Epcot, and I was just like, you know what, I just don't feel like going to filming at Epcot tonight. I only filmed at on the Fireworks Cruise. But for these sit-down type of videos, yes, there's a lot of planning, especially for the series, the Best and Worst Cruise Staterooms. There's a lot of research that goes into those. So I tend to do those in bunches. And especially with the ships, like with Royal Caribbean right now, I'm researching the Oasis class ships, which is a huge ship. And each ship has little intricacies. So I'm trying to like research them and learn which are the best and worst cruise staterooms so I can put those videos together. So there's a lot of research. And then like the ranking videos, especially Disney, I'll go to certain my DVC Points community group and ask them questions. And then even just the palette rankings. The palette rankings, those take a lot of time. My Charlotte Tilbury one, I did a look for every single, or Charlotte Tilbury and Tom Ford, I did a look with every single palette. And that, you know, and I'm not changing, that's every single day. Day. So, you know, those took a couple months to put together because I wanted to try out each palette and do a really good ranking and then have pictures to show of me wearing that particular palette. So you knew that I actually had used the palette. So those are fun, but those I really enjoy. But going back to the question, and I lost it. I do plan some videos ahead. I don't plan too far ahead because it's really, I pretty much plan maybe a week or two, and my normal schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so 3 videos a week. So I try to plan, you know, that ahead. I do have my favorites and fails that I do at the beginning of the month, and then I'm probably going to be, I'm thinking of another series that I'm thinking about maybe starting that will be a weekly series starting in 2022. I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to be done. Question number 7 is, how do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Have you or would you ever do one on your channel? So I actually have done 1 or 2. I know I did one for some skin patches, and oh, and then I did a short. I did a short for Javi Coffee. So those were 2 sponsored videos. And as far as, obviously, so would I do them? Yes, I would. I think they're fine. I think as long as they're disclosed and people are upfront about it. For me, I have been approached by other companies, but it has to be something that I'm interested in and I would use, and I think that my viewers would like as well. The skin patches, they're something I've used before. I continue to use them, but I had used something similar for scarring when I had my breast lift. So I really knew that I think it's a great product. So when they offered and they contacted me and said, we'll send you the product and we'd like you to do a sponsored video, I was like all in. The Javi Coffee, I love it. It's great. I have a Keurig. I don't know how to make coffee, but I didn't really know how to make cold coffee, so, or iced coffee. So that's a really great way, and I really like the product. So I didn't mind doing a sponsored video. So I think I'm fine. I think where you see people, you know, where they do a lot of sponsored content and it's like stuff that you probably think like that person doesn't use that, that's when it's kind of iffy. But I watch a lot of YouTubers, and some, you know, do more sponsored content than others. And it doesn't really bother me. I think it's fine. I think we all need to make a little bit of extra money. You know, I think as long as you believe in the product, then I think it's fine. And finally, the 8th and final question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? So for me, it's just time. And I would say that's going to be the biggest challenge for me, is finding the time. I have said, and if you watch my Disney vlogs, I'm not a Disney vlogger. I make some Disney vlogs of our vacations, but those are first and foremost our family vacations. You know, those videos are, you know, less than 20 minutes long. That's pretty much what I have filmed. So maybe a little bit longer, maybe there's some editing, but that's what I filmed. We're there for 8 hours, you know, so those are our vacations first and foremost. I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a career woman first, and YouTube is way, way, way down on the list. So when that happens, finding time to film is challenging. And then sometimes finding content to film and things like what do people want to watch, and especially since my channel is a variety of things, trying to find content that I am interested in filming, because if I'm not interested in filming, then I'm not going to film it. And then 2 things that, you know, viewers would want to watch and viewers would search for. Beauty, I love beauty, and I would probably love to do a separate beauty YouTube channel, but I do not have the time or the money to buy every new product as it comes out before everybody else. And while I have gotten a few things in PR, I just got that Ophir Cosmetics holiday kit, which I love, and I've gotten other things in PR. I actually just got one from Valentino Beauty, which I'm really excited to dig into, but I don't get like the big, huge PR packages. Like, I am not on that list, so I think it's overwhelming to start, and I think the beauty community is oversaturated right now, so I enjoy watching everybody. I enjoy throwing out some content here and there. Hopefully people enjoy it, but I think my channel will probably just be this hodgepodge for a while, until maybe I figure out what I want to do with it. But I think for me, again, is trying to find content, trying to find time, and, you know, keeping, you know, people interested. So with that, that is the part-time YouTuber tag. If you are a part-time YouTuber, I'm actually gonna tag some people that I know that are kind of like small like me, that I think, that I know are part-time YouTubers that would like to maybe do this tag. I think it's a fun tag. I think it's great to, you know, kind of share what you do on the other side of your life besides YouTube, because I think it's really interesting. I've had people say, oh, I didn't realize you have a full-time job. And yes, I have a full-time job. Well, I do make, I will be honest, I do make a little bit of money with YouTube. It's not a lot. And it's not even enough to cover our vacations. So it does help with our vacations. We are able to do other things in our vacations, which has been nice because of the extra YouTube income, but it is definitely not enough to live on, and it doesn't even, like I say, pay for our vacation. So hopefully my channel will grow. We are going on the Disney Wish in June for the pre-inaugural cruise, which I'm very excited about. So hopefully other people will be following me for information on the Disney Wish, and hopefully they will stick around and subscribe you know, after that, and hopefully they like the content. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.